So today we're going to talk about other things that I've tried, other things that I wanted to make my hobby, my pastime, something that I can spend 15 hours a week on, and that kind of sort of failed. Not totally failed, not crash and burn failed, just doesn't meet all of the requirements. And that is painting with acrylics, making art with acrylics. So let's take a look. The first thing I made was this portrait of my dog, Cagney. Now, before you get all excited, it was made from a photograph of Cagney, and basically we did sort of a technical process to transfer using carbon from the photo onto a canvas, and then I painted. Probably 50 hours of work went into this portrait of Cagney. Don't get me wrong, I'm really, really proud of it. But the things that you're going to look at and say, wow, look at that, I didn't do. What happened was, at the end of the process, my instructor, because I'm going to a school all through this, my instructor sat down, spent 5 minutes, did some shading, corrected a line or two, and voila, museum quality. So yes, this is my dog, and I spent the vast majority of the time creating this, but the finished product belongs to my instructor. Thank you, Felipe. You're an excellent art instructor, trust me. So then it turned out that our art school was going to have a show for the students for their work. I said, well, if I've done one thing about Cagney, and I like to do things in groups, I like for things to have a thread, so I'll do other things of my dog. So then the next thing I did was these two Warhols. I think they're pretty cute. Cagney as a Warhol. I only did 2, but that's enough, I think. They're not exactly the same. And when Warhol did this, I think he did screen printing, so they would have been more exact than mine are, but that's okay, you get the gist. And so then for a fourth thing, for the show, I decided to do a Basquiat. And so this is Cagney as a Basquiat. She's very cute, and actually I did this one freehand. This is all actually my work copied from a Basquiat. I love the colors, and I think Cagney looks way cool, and she is indeed an iguana fighter. And we had a show, and it was great. I was excited. So then after that, I decided that I wanted to do some more pet photos, pet paintings. So I made this one for my friends in the States, their dogs, Ace and Rafa. I really, really love the drapes in the back. The drapery in the back is all mine. Much of the leather behind the dogs belongs to Felipe. Then the next thing I did was this of my friend in Milan, her dog Luna at the Colosseum. I did this one and I sent it to her. And then I said, oh my God, I don't want to be typecast. I don't want to spend the rest of my life just doing pictures of my friends' dogs. And I just was feeling very dystopian. So I did this. This in the background is the Chrysler building. And then this in the foreground is the robot from a silent film, a silent German film. For some reason the name is not coming straight to mind. But it's too architectural. The lines need to be perfect. I mean, yes, you can probably tell it's the Chrysler building. And I wanted the robot to sort of be like a ghostly apparition in front of the Chrysler building. But it's just not right. It's just not right. So I put that aside. So then I had this idea of my favorite painting in the world is Starry Nights by Van Gogh. And I had this idea of making a swirl. And I was trying to do a series, and I wanted to pay homage to where I live and all the beautiful flora of where I live. So I started to do plants with a swirl. And these are 2 of them. I had a series of 4 planned, but it's just too much detail. And honestly, again, I don't have the best manual dexterity. Honestly, I couldn't keep the circles. I couldn't keep the swirly going properly. So on the left, you can see one that is probably 70% complete. This is purple iris. On the right is the transfer process. Maybe you can see there was originally a photo of a flower that had been swirled with like a photo editor that I found online, free photo editor that I found online, put a swirl in it, had it printed at the proper size for this canvas, colored in the back side of the photo with a soft pencil, taped that picture down onto the canvas, and then traced over the lines of the picture that I want to paint onto the canvas. And then I just put like a yellow wash over it to 2 things, to make the paint that I put on top of the yellow brighter, and also to set those lines so that I can follow those lines. But again, it just wasn't feeling right. I really, with these last 2, I really felt like I was overreaching my level of skill. And I've come to a feeling that I am a craftsman rather than an artist or an artisan. I'm a craftsman. I'm taking a break from art. I don't think I have the skill for it to finish it on my own. That's one of the things on my list. You have to have the skill to finish it on your own. But I really enjoy it. I enjoy having tangible results. So who knows? I'll probably go back to it. But right now, I just want to take a little break. And so there you have it. I probably will go back to painting sometime in the future. I'm totally open and have lots of ideas. I like to do things in groups. I like to do a series of things. So I've got lots of ideas. I just don't know if I have the skill to pull it off. So stay tuned. We'll see. Hasta luego, chicos.